Hi everyone, this is Ted. Let's do full body reformer workout today. I'm using my 5-pound hand weight for footwork. And then we have 3 red and 1 yellow spring on balanced by reformer. My headrest is halfway up, but it can be lower or lifted higher. It depends on what you prefer. Let's grab a hand weight and then lie on our back. Heels on the foot bar, fist distance apart, we activate our 10 toes. Toes and knees facing to the ceiling. Deep breathing, inhale into your upper back. As you exhale, pull the lower belly in and up. Again, inhale, ballooning your ribs side to side. Exhale, pull the navel into the spine. Without moving the cage, let's push the foot bar, engage your glute. And then we exhale, push the carriage out for 2, bring it in for 2. Out for 2, bring it in for 2. We have a neutral spine, that means you have a little bit of gap below your low back. Fully extend your legs and softening back of our knees. As we press the foot bar, we're going to lift our pelvic floor muscle up, feeling like you're holding a pea and tooth. When you bend your knees, we release the muscle. We have 4 more here. Weight is the center of your heels. 2. 1 more. Close the carriage halfway and hold. Now carriage is not moving, and then we march it. So right leg up to tabletop, and then we lower. Left leg up to tabletop, and then we lower. We'll just shift our weight side to side without moving the carriage. Use your core strength, stabilizing your rest of body. Great, everybody, we have 6. Take your time. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lower the heel down. Let's extend our legs all the way out and close the carriage in. Arch on the foot bar, prehensile feet, toes pointing down. Wrap your feet over to the foot bar. We're going to add a hammer curl, palms facing each other. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale, push the foot bar, bend your elbows, and then we lower. Elbows close to your side body, still your navel is into the spine. And then breathe into upper back and chest rather than your belly. Full range of motion for your arm. Reach all the way to the shoulder, all the way lower. Inhale into your nose, exhale through the mouth. We have 8, 6, stretch your top of the ankle. We have 5, 2 more. Last one, close the carriage all the way in. Great, everybody. Let's lower the feet 1 more time. Toes on the foot bar. Press your big toes and second toes. Bend your elbows, palms facing each other. Inhale. Exhale, push the foot bar, reach arms to the ceiling, and then we lower. Our knees tracking center of the ankle joint. Fully extend your legs, lift your kneecaps up with your thigh muscle. We are activating our quad. In this fit position, it's easy to curl your pelvis, so we pay attention for your pelvis and hips should be neutral. Tailbones anchoring down, bottom ribs heavy on the carriage. Reach your foot bar as far as you can. Reach down your thigh onto the floor. We have 4, 2, One more. Close the carriage halfway and hold. Lower the hand weight down by your hips. Without moving the carriage, lower the heels under the foot bar. Lift the heels back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. We are stretching our ankle joint and strengthening our thigh muscle. We have a 4, 3, 2, and lift up and hold. And little pulse, carriage out an inch, in an inch, out an inch, in an inch. For 8, 7, 4 more, 3, 2. Extend your legs all the way out for calf raise. Inhale, lower the heels under. Lift the heels back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stretching and strengthening at the same time. We have a 4, 3, 2. Lift up and hold. Let's bend our right knee. Lower left heel under. Deep stretch back of your legs. Then we come up high heel and then we switch. High heel and then we switch. High heel and then switch. Increase your tempo. Let's prancing. And then we can add a single arm hammer curl. Opposite knee, opposite elbow, bend at the same time. Balance through your tailbone. We have 8, 7, 6, 4 more, 2, and then 1. Walk your feet up, 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 inch by inch towards your heels. Lower, 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 towards your ball of your feet. And then bring it up, 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 up. Massage the sole of your feet. And let's bring our heels on the foot bar, close the carriage all the way in. Heels together, toes apart to first position. Bring your hand weight to the ceiling. Open your arms for hug a tree. Inhale. Exhale, push the foot bar, we hug. Inhale, open. Squeeze the inner thigh. Your feet are flexed. We are activating our chest muscle and then wrists are flat. Again, as you press, we are going to pull the lower belly in and up. Knees stretching your second toes. When you hug, your dumbbells right front over your chest. Zip through your inner leg line. We go 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Close the carriage all the way in. Bench press on. Palms facing forward, elbows wide. Move your heels to the edge. Second position, toes pointing out, knees wide. Inhale. Exhale, we extend. And then we bend. Reach up to the sky. Again, your wrists are flat. As we press the foot bar, can we think your heels pulling towards each other without actually moving your feet in? Thinking your sit bones pulling towards each other. As you bend still, your knees striking your second toes. You should feel your inner leg line connection here. Great, everyone. We have 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Close the carriage all the way in. Lower the feet down, stay at the edge, toes on the foot bar. We're going to lift our heels higher up. We're challenged for our ankle stabilizers. Bring your hand weight overhead for tricep. Bend your elbows. Elbows pulling towards each other. Inhale. Exhale. We extend. Stay high heels. And then we bend. Squeeze Back of your arm, hinge from your elbows, upper arm was not moving. So I am pulling the elbows towards each other so my elbows narrower than my shoulder. Hand weight is separated and then your tailbone's heavy. Breathe into your upper back. Awesome, everyone. We have 8. 4 more. 2. Last one. Close the carriage all the way in. Lower the hand weight down by your hips for bicep curl. Palms facing up. We stay toes on the foot bar, heels together one more time. Squeeze your heels tighter, challenge yourself. Inhale. Exhale, we push the foot bar, bend your elbows. Push the foot bar as far as you can. Zipper of your inner leg line. Hold the pelvic floor up, thinking you're growing taller in the spine. Wrists are flat. Engage your glute. Pelvis nice and stable. It's not shifting. Great, let's finish 4 more. 3, 2, 1 more. Close the carriage all the way in. Great, everybody. Move your heels on the foot bar, fist distance apart. And then let's lower the headrest, make a flat headrest. And scooch down yourself a little bit so you have a room between your shoulder and the shoulder block. Let's bridge. Bend your elbow with your hand weight. Articulating bridge, deep breath, inhale here. Exhale, we curl the pelvis. Slowly peel off your spine, one vertebra at a time. Pulling your navel in, neck is relaxed. Your thigh won't reach forward, heels pulling towards your glute. Close the carriage all the way in. Inhale. Exhale, lower upper back down. Mid back, low back, and then hip land the last. Let's go again. In breath. Exhale, pubic bone towards navel. Slowly come up, lift your hips up. Glutes engage, lift your hips higher. And then engage your inner thigh. Your thigh bone is parallel. Lower your spine down, one vertebra at a time. We're gonna go one more time to stay bridge. In breath. Exhale, peel off your spine. Hold your bridge, pause. Hip should be level, pulling your navel, connect your hip bone towards your bottom ribs. In breath. Exhale, we extend our right arm to the ceiling. Inhale, lower. Exhale, left arm reach to the ceiling. Inhale, lower. 4 more, switch. And lower. Keep engage your glute. Rest whole body's not moving. And 2. 1 more. Lower the elbow down, inhale. Exhale, lower your spine down. Vertebra by vertebra. Great, everybody. Find your neutral spine. Extend our arms to the ceiling to prepare. In breath. Exhale, curl the pelvis. Slowly lift your spine. 1 more at a time. Hold your bridge. Pause. Pulling your navel. As we inhale, open your right arm to the side, soften your elbow, and slowly bring back to the center. Left arm open, and then we bring to the center, and then your shoulder blades anchoring down to the carriage, the equal amount to left and right, and then your lower body is not shifting. Take your time, great, everybody. 1 more each side. Inhale, open. Exhale, we close. Inhale, open. Exhale, we close and hold at the ceiling. Now lower the hips down an inch, up an inch, down an inch, up an inch. We squeeze the glute each time we pulse out. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your upper back, middle back, low back, and then sacrum land the last. Great, everybody. Lower the hand weight down to the side. And then we slowly move yourself down, hands back behind your head. Deep breathing, inhale, left curve. Exhale, lift your head and chest up, gaze between your knees. Your breastbone reach diagonally upward. And then here, we lift our right leg up to tabletop. And then left leg up to tabletop, we hold. Pulling your navel, inhale. Exhale, extend your right leg forward. Point your toe, activate your quad, lengthen your legs. And then inhale, bend your knee. Exhale, extend your left leg forward, hold, lift your chest higher, shoulder blades off from the carriage. And then we bend, forward like this. Reach your right leg out. And then we bend, left leg lengthen. And bend, pelvis is neutral, one more each side. Great, everybody. Bend your knee, hold. Now, double leg, zip it up your inner leg line, in breath. Exhale, extend both legs, reach forward. And then we bend. For modifier, you can reach up higher. For more challenge, go a little bit lower. We have a 4, 3. Back of your head against your hands. 2. One more, extend and hold, pull your low belly in. Now bend your right knee and then rotate your chest to the right. And then we switch, crisscross. And then we switch. Great, hips nice and stable. Kneecaps still pointing up to the sky. Armpit towards the opposite knee. Shoulder blades off from the carriage. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And 1. Bend your knee, hug your shin, lift your chest higher. And then lower the head down, chest down. Rock your spine side to side. And once you're ready, roll your side and then come up. Switch our spring. Switch your spring to the red and yellow. And then we come up to stand. Let's do the scooter work. Right foot down, left foot against the shoulder block. And then my knees next to each other, thigh bones next to each other. Hold your foot bar with the 2 hands. And then pulling your hips down halfway. Lift your left knee off from the carriage. Spiral your bicep forward, opening your collarbone, inhale. Exhale, we push all the way out and pull. All the way out and pull. Great, everybody. My right knee is nice and soft. As you press, thinking your hamstring reach to the ceiling. Soften your elbow, relax your neck. Back of neck is nice and long. Low belly pulling in and out. Squeeze the glute, my hips are square. And then we have 8, 7, powerfully press, 6, 4, rest of body is not moving, 3, 2, 1 more. Close the carriage all the way in. We're going to remove the yellow spring out. And then move your right foot slightly forward for hip stretch. Hip stretch. Pulling your right hip back. You can lower your knee down on the carriage. Lift your chest, pulling your navel. And then you can extend your front leg and toes pointing up to your nose, lower the chest down for hamstring stretch. And then we slowly bring the carriage forward and hold. Now bring your hands in front of your chest. For the lunge, we lift our back knee, hinge forward, bend your right knee, push the push the shoulder block all the way out, and then we slowly come back up. Naturally bend your knee as we come up. Again, we lower, push your hands towards each other. And then slowly come up, push down your front foot into the floor. We have 4, 3. Leg is neutral, spine's flat. 2. 1 more. And then we close the carriage all the way in. Let's go the other side. Hook the yellow spring back on. For scooter, it's a heavier spring, so I'm holding 2 hands. And then right foot against the shoulder block, left foot down, but your thigh bone is next to each other. Maintain the flat back, shift your waist slightly back, pulling your belly in. In breath, exhale, we push and pull. Press out and pull. Okay, if you can hold nice and still body, you can bring your left hand back behind your low back. Reach all the way out, crown of your head to back heel, nice and long through the spine. Hips are square, we are using our glute and quad, abdominals pulling in, full body exercise. Great, everybody, use your breath, exhale to push. We have 8, 7, 4, 2 more, last one. Close the carriage all the way in. Remove your yellow for the stretch. Move your left foot forward. Lower the hips, lift your chest, pulling your belly in. Square your hip, pulling your left hip back. Send your breast to your right hips. And then let's extend our front leg. You can lower the one hand down. And we slowly bring the carriage all the way in. And then left foot stay forward, hand front of your chest. Push them towards each other. Lift your knee. Let's bend our front knee. Hinge forward and slowly come back up. Again, we lunge and come up. Make sure your knees pointing straight forward. As we come up, push down to the floor, make a hole. Great, we have 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we close the carriage all the way in. Great, everybody, let's bring our yellow spring back on. And then we're gonna hold our foot bar and then slowly come up for the elephant stretch. Bring your heel halfway up against the shoulder block. Lower the chest down. And then maintain the flat back. Allow your ear goes between the bicep. And then here, push the carriage out, use your legs. And then we pull your carriage forward. Again, we push out. Hinge from your hips, and then we pull. Great, 4 more like this. Pulling with your abdominal. For 3. Upper body is not moving. 2. Let's up stretch prep. 1 more. We push the carriage out, lower the hips down, lift your chest. And then we come back to up stretch. Again, push the carriage out, lower the hips, lift your chest, look forward, and then hinging from your hip, close the carriage in. 1 more, we push out, hold your plank. Now we move our plank forward, Maybe you may click the carriage or not, it depends on your height. Once you forward, we lift our hips up, lower the chest down. We're gonna go together again. We push the carriage out, lower the hips, hold your shape forward, lift your hips back up, lower the chest down. 2 more. Neck is neutral, navel in, last one. Great, everybody, lower the chest down. And we're gonna go reverse. Let's pull our shape forward to plank and pass. Now we push the carriage, hinge from your shoulder. We push the carriage out and hold. And then we here, drag your feet forward and close the carriage in. Again, we sweep forward. We push back. Lift your hips, lower the chest down. 2 more. Round your spine, come up. Push and pull. Get round your spine, come forward. Push. And then close the carriage all the way in. Lower the knee down. Okay, circle your wrist. And then cat-cow stretch. Hips lower halfway, inhale, lift your eyes up, tail up, drop the belly. Exhale, round your spine, reach your upper back to the sky, tuck your tail under. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. 1 more. Exhale, round. And then we release. Lower the hips down. Let's lie on our back for mid-back series. Headrest can be up or down. Bring your hands inside the small roof. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Give a little bit of tension into the strap and then lift your one leg at the tabletop, other leg also tabletop, and then we hold. Connect your arm with your back muscle. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale, sweep the arm down, lift your head and chest up, holding your navel, and then we lower. Again, we curl up, reach your fingertips further forward, and then we lower. 4 more. Knees right above your hip bone. 3, 2, 1 more. We lift our chest up and hold. Single leg stretch, inhale. Exhale, we extend our right leg forward, and then we bend. Left leg forward and bend. 4, activate your quad. For 3, 2, 1 more. Bend your knee, lower the head down, arms up, hold. Move your arms to the side a little bit, so alphabet V position. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale, high five towards your hip, diagonally down, and then we lower. Again, lift your chest, high five towards your hips, and then we open back up. 4 more. 3. Use your under armpit muscle. 2. 1 more. Lift up and hold. Both legs extend forward. Double leg stretch. And then we bend. Again, reach and hold your feet. Hold your tooth. We have 4, 3, 2. Lift your lower belly in and up. Bend your knee, lower your feet down, head down, take a break. Great, everybody, 1 more variation here. Move your hands to the side, give a little bit of tension. Your carriage is already moved out a little bit. Bring your legs to the tabletop. And then deep breathing, inhale, just arm, exhale, sweep down by your hips. And then we open back up. Again, we sweep down. And then we open back up. Add a double leg stretch. We have 6. Grow taller in the spine. Lengthen your arms, lengthen your legs. We have 4, 3, 2, last one. And then we release. Lower your feet down. Strap goes the handle. Okay, windshield your legs side to side. Once you're ready, slowly roll on your side and then come up. Okay, let's remove our yellow spring. So I'm having one red spring. Lower the headrest down and then let's grab a box. And we lower the foot bar 1 inch down. So lower position and then we're gonna line our back. Your torso is fully supported by box. And then lengthen your legs over to the foot bar. Engage your glute by lifting your thigh bone slightly up. Neck is neutral. We are looking down the headrest, but your head is lifted. Hands underneath your shoulders on the frame. And then deep breathing, inhale, pulling your navel in. As we exhale, let's extend our left arm forward, sweep up. And then we slowly lower. Use your back muscle. We lift our right arm up. And then we lower. Thinking somebody's pulling your ankles back. So lengthening your legs. Right arm forward. And then we lower. Great, everybody. Inhale to press. Exhale. Both arms lift up. And then we lower. Again, we lift. And lower. Can we lift our thigh bone up higher as we lift? Still gaze down, neutral spine. One more. And then we release. Let your head hang heavy, feet heavy. Take a break. Awesome. Let's bring our strap. Grab a strap. Choke the strap, go a little bit of, grab a little bit of shoulder. And then hands by your reformer outside and then activate your glute. Shoulders blades down to your mid-back, knuckles pulling down, inhale. Exhale, we pull the strap and then slowly lower. As you lower the arms, knuckle pulling down to the floor. I'm pushing my hip bone and pubic bone down on the mat. My navel is lifted slightly. Make sure your shoulders not popping up. Great, we have a 4 more. Use your tricep, underarm muscle for 3, 2. One more, we reach back and hold. Now tricep, bend your elbow. Exhale, we extend. Bend your elbows. Exhale, we extend. Squeeze your tricep, elbows stay high. 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. And then we lower the hands down. Lower your feet down, take a break. Yeah, let's just sweep the arms up one more time, but we're gonna add our back extension. Gaze down, prepare, squeeze your glute, inhale. Exhale, let's pull the strap and hit your chest up. And then we lower. Again, the wheel, back extension. Back of neck is nice and long. You don't have to lift your chins too much. We have a 4. Knuckles pulling back towards your hips for 3, 2. 1 more. And then we release. Great, everybody. Grab a long strap and then hold your front over the box. Separate your legs wide and push the box and lift yourself up. Great. Feet on that headrest. And then let's grab a small ribs for chest expansion. Palms facing back. Widen your collarbone, chest proud, pulling your navel. Bottom ribs connect to your hip bone. Deep breathing, inhale. Exhale, we push the palms back and then forward. Again, reach back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Widen your collarbone, proud chest. Neck is relaxed. Reach back and pause. and forward. Reach back and hold. Great. We will 4 more. 3, 2. 1 more. We push back and hold. And little pause for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Great, everybody. Drop the strap. Take part 1 more time. Bow and arrow, palms facing each other. Inhale. Exhale. Bend your left elbow. Look over your left. And then we come back. Shoulders level. We rotate to the right. Try to not leaning back. Crown over your head. Reach to the ceiling. And then feel your 2 sit bone. Picks up the sit bone, anchoring down in the box, equal amount left and right. Use your breath. Exhale to rotate. Inhale, come back to center. 4 more. Opposite arm, reach forward. 2. Last one. And then we release. Okay, move your feet slightly forward, lift your chest. Roll your shoulders back and down. Roll down in breath. Exhale, tuck your tail under. Slowly roll back halfway. Inhale. Exhale, use your abdominals. Slowly restack your spine. Come back. Again, curl the pelvis. Roll down, gaze forward. We are part of giant circle. And then we restack our spine. Let's go 1 more. Hold your C curve and pause. Inhale, lift your right leg up to tabletop. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg up to tabletop. And then we lower. Thinking you're pulling the thigh bone up with your lower abdominal. Rest of body is not moving. Challenge yourself with balance through your tailbone. Lower the foot down, stack your spine, come up tall. Let's go 1 more set. Either you can repeat the marchings. If you want to, a little bit more challenge, bring your right leg up to tabletop. And then left leg also tabletop and hold. Now toe tap, right toe tap down, lift back up. Left toe tap down. And bring it back up. Great, everybody. We have 4. Arms are nice and long, extended. 2. 1 more. And then lower your feet down. Stack your spine, come up tall. Great. Lower your straps down to the shoulder block. And let's turn around, face into the foot bar for swan stretch. Okay, your chest is slightly forward, breastbone off, and then hands in front of your shoulders, elbows pointing down. Activate your glute, point your toe. Deep breathe, inhale. Exhale, we push the carriage out. And then we lift our chest up as much as you can. And then lower the chest down, close the carriage all the way in. Then move myself forward. Inhale, push. Exhale, we lift, hold. Can we pull the belly button in and push your pubic bone down? Back of neck is nice and long, pulling your armpit down to the floor, shoulders away from your ear. Lower the chest down, close the carriage all the way in. 2 more like this, push. We lift. Exhale, dive. Inhale, come back. 1 more. We lift. Lower. And then we come back. Great, everybody. Let's remove the box. And then move your foot back to the high position. And the mermaid stretch. Bring your right foot back, the shoulder close to shoulder block. left hand onto the foot bar. Try to lower both hip down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, push the foot bar, bend over. And then tilt your chest up, pulling your navel slightly look up. Try to lower the right hip down deeper. And then we lower the hand down. Again, we push the carriage out, lengthening your side body. And then we lower. Let's add a rotation. We bend first. We rotate facing to the floor. Push with your two hands if you can. We mini swan, lift our chest up. Dive down. One more, we lift. Exhale, we lower. Then we slowly close the carriage in for the counter stretch. Left hand up and bend over to the right. And then we lower the hand down. We're gonna go turn around for other side. Left foot back this time. I'm coming a little bit closer to the foot bar for bigger range of motion. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, push the foot bar, bend over. And then we lower. Again, push the foot bar, bend over. Lower the left hip down. Create the space between your ribs. And then we lower. One more, we add our rotation. Rotate towards the spring, reach with two hands. Inhale, lift your chest, sternum forward, look forward. Dive down. We lift. And then we lower. We slowly come up, come and stretch. And then lower the hand down. I'm having two ready spring and then headrest can be up or down. Let's lie on our back for feet in stretch. Push the foot bar and then hook on one foot at a time. Arch inside the bigger ribs. Hands by your side, palms facing down. Parallel feet steepen distance apart. Find your neutral spine and pelvis. Point your toe. We lift up towards the ceiling until keep that maintain the tailbone down. Flex your feet and then we slowly lower. Again, point your toe, lift up, flex and lower. Use your hamstrings. We have still a little bit of gap below your low back and between your carriage. Okay, let's flex our feet lower halfway down and pause. Bend your knee. Now squeeze your glute. Exhale, reach your heels over to the foot bar. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach, pull the lower belly in and up. And 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Extend and hold. Now squeeze your heels together, toes apart. We have a first position. Zip it over your inner leg line. Here, bend your knee, frog press. Exhale, we extend. Bend. Exhale, we reach. Let's add our feet position. As we reach, can we point our toe? When you bend, flex your feet. Four more. Two. Squeeze your heels tighter, challenge yourself. Last one, we hold. We're gonna move to step. Bend your left leg, extend your right leg diagonally up above. Your hip bone should be level. Bring your heels forward and hit your heel. And then we switch. And then we switch. It was level. Our knees tracking the second toes. We still externally rotated our legs. We have 4, 2, 1 more, and then heels together and hold. We lift up to the sky. Let's draw the circle. Make sure when you lower, ribcage is not popping up. Again, tailbone is not lifting. Pay attention for your body alignment. Doesn't have to be big circle. Listen to your body. Can be small or start with a small. And if you feel comfortable with your hips, and then you can gradually increase the size. Reverse, down and up around. When you're ready, 4 more. 2. Last one. And then we bring it up and hold. Grab your strap, hold, and then pulling towards your chest. Reach your heels up higher, toes pointing your nose, hamstring stretch. Bend your right knee, keep pulling with your left hand for deeper stretch. And then we switch. Open your legs wide. Rock your spine side to side. Reach your ball of your feet away from your pelvis. Give some inner leg line stretch. Bend your knees, sole of your feet together. Knees wide, lower your feet down. Arms open to the side. Close your eyes. Deep breathing, inhale into your nose. Allow your rib cages open this time. And exhale all the way out. One more inhale. Exhale all the way out. Slowly remove your straps. Okay everybody, this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and then I'll see you next time.